Hey guys, Dr. J here. In the previous episode we finally found Eleanor. However, before we could save her, Lamp used her ace in the hole. She temporarily stopped Eleanor's vitals, long enough to break our bond with her. This placed us in a kind of a coma. Lamp then locked us up, believing she just needs to wait for us to die. Eleanor didn't give up on us though. She sent a little sister to us that gave us the ability to control her. We used her to assemble a big sister suit for Eleanor and gave it to her. She then broke us out of the room we were locked in and both of us headed towards the submarine Sinclair had prepared for us. Before we could board it, Lamp used her last trick. She initiated the self-destruct sequence of Persephone and told Eleanor that if she submitted to her, she'd let her board the submarine. She refused, of course. We are now chasing after Sinclair, who has the master key for the Hole of Persephone, and who in the meantime had been transformed into an alpha series by Lamp. I guess we're done here. There are some freezers here. This must be the pantry. And there's a brute splicer here. That's the last one we'll need in order to get the Research Master achievement. Perfect. And we also got the Armored Shell 2 tonic for maxing out the Brute Splicer research. Of course I'll be slotting it immediately. It should be almost impossible to kill us now. Not only that, but now that we've unlocked the Research Master achievement, there's no need to keep the research related tonics, so we can replace them with something more useful. Doesn't look like this place has been used in a while. And I guess we'll need to go through this hole in the wall. Some trap spears here. If we kill this splicer, we can then use telekinesis to bring her body over here and use it to clear the trap spears.
Eleanor, I know you can hear me. I am inside Sinclair's lifeboat now. Delta cannot reach me here, but you can. You need not die with him. We shall return to the surface together, if you will only step inside and accept your duty. Remember, Eleanor, Mummy loves you.
Ah, yes. Mother's testing me. One last game. Fortunately, by now, I'm the world's foremost expert at breaking her rules. I've made my choice, Father, and if needs be, I'll die for it.
This reminds me of Ryan's last words. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Ironically, it was when Ryan denied the people their right to choose, even if it was a wrong one, that Rapture crumbled. Enough about that though, let's get back to chasing Sinclair. Should we check the showers? I'm not sure if we should be killing these splicers. They're just sitting on the ground and here I am, headshotting them. This was a bit of a waste of time. We are now entering the north quad of the holding wing. Sinclair is over there. How do we get to him?
Kid, I'm sorry. I've locked you in here. Lamb's making me dance on her goddamn strings. I can't stop. You're gonna have to break in here and put me down. Wish there was another way, but I'd rather die a man than live like this.
Oh, he's right, Father. Mother's betting you'll die in here, or that I'll abandon you before the bombs detonate. We can't save Sinclair now. We need that key from him. Find the code to the watchtower, or work out a way to draw him out.
Right, so now we need to find the code to the watchtower. Well, should be simple enough. Let's just explore this place and we're bound to find it eventually. In any case, we need to explore it anyway. This is the Elemental Vampire Tonic. Now explain what it does, but let's first finish searching this room. Ooh, scary. Not much of a jump scare, but then again, this is not a horror game. Wasn't there another one? Yeah, here he is. Oh, there's actually a couple of them. Okay, now that we've defeated all the Houdini Splicers, let's go back to the Elemental Vampire Tonic. The level 3 versions of plasmids like Incinerate or Electrobolt are actually channeled abilities. So what this tonic does is absorb part of the damage and transfer it to us. This only works if we're using the plasmid in its channeled mode. Okay, let's go back a bit. The level 1 version of a plasmid like Incinerate only causes a single strike. The level 2 version can be charged and cause a more powerful strike.
Son, I built this place and I did rent you out to those plasmid trials up at Fontaine. And now I'm paying for it. Wish I had time to make amends. Take the lifeboat, it's all yours. Just don't leave me like this. You're in the tunnel. I ought to give you some kind of jump on me. I hope.
So Stanley ratted on us to Ryan, who sent us to Persephone, and then Sinclair sold us to Gil Alexander for the Protector experiments. Kinda feel very cheap right now. Anyways, let's go back to my explanation on the plasmids. Now, if we buy the level 3 version of a plasmid, we still retain the ability to only use its level 1 or 2 modes. And Elemental Vampire doesn't work with those.
Hey Murphy, it's Dodge. A little birdie told me you found out the Warden's code. Send a message to my cell in Block A, telling me where you hid the code. And I'll consider your debts paid.
The Warden's ignored my warnings for far too long. I'm taking this into my own hands. I secured a hack tool to nullify his turrets and subvert the bots. I also figured out the code. It's 2-6.
Good, son. That's half the code. Find the rest.
Looks like there are several ways we can get to Sinclair. When we were in that tunnel, we could have attacked Sinclair through the window and forced him to come out. But it also looks like we can just find the codes to the Warden's office and go through the main door. So far we found 2 of the 4 digits. The other 2 are probably recorded in an audio diary or something like that. To be honest, it doesn't really matter which way we use to kill Sinclair, but for completion's sake, let's find the rest of the code. Okay, we found another audio diary in this corpse.
It's time to leave this place. I held out hope for months that I'd see my family again, but it seems like this rope is my only ticket to freedom.
Free will.
I'm sure Ryan has seized the
Eleanor's
bookstore.
gift to you.
No telling where
And
Gloria
each decision
and Billy
you
will have to
twisted her into your
live.
own image.
Can't seem to
Sinclair
form
has
a
no
complete
such
thought
choice.
anymore.
Yet in its absence,
Can't sleep
he
with that
serves
glow
the world
coming in the
alone.
windows.
He
Things
is now the
out
best.
there watching us. Maybe I'll get to sleep now.
Wow, there are quite a few audio diaries in this part of the level. Well, we've got the entire code now, but there are still places we haven't explored yet. And about that elemental sponge tonic. That one is not particularly useful. It simply gives you a little bit of health whenever you lose health due to an elemental source of damage. You do have to lose health though, in order for it to work. Slotting an elemental immunity tonic will negate its effect. There's another brute splicer here. I tried to use the old drum to hurt him, but it doesn't look like it had any effect. Now that he's dead, let's check the cells here. There's some ammo below the bed. And nothing else here. There's one more cell we can search. More of the same so far. Oh, actually there's an audio diary in the rubble.
Gee, Mr. Dodge, that's quite a generous offer. I hid the code in the community bathroom, in the tank of the last toilet on the left. I also stashed some other loot there for a rainy day. It's all yours. Good luck using the code.
We already got the code, but this looks to be a second method of obtaining it. Looks like some kind of a map was drawn on that wall. Nice, it actually shows us where the maintenance tunnel that leads to the Warden's office is. Not that we need it, we've already found the tunnel, but I always enjoy it when the game gives us hints in such a manner. Really? There's another audio diary here? It doesn't look like we can use telekinesis to bring it to us though. Well, I guess we shouldn't really be scared of getting hurt by the
A
fire.
glimpse of the Warden entering the code to the tower today. Last 2 digits were 7, and
went 3. Didn't catch the rest. Maybe I can just figure it out, trial and error. Wonder how long that'd take.
When you do me in, kid, don't blame yourself. I won't be able to stop from trying to gun you down, but it helps to know that you'll stick it to Lamb after, and let young Eleanor see the sun. You did it, kid. Now, come find me. I'm sorry we gotta say our farewells like this.
Well, there we go. There are 3 ways to get the code, and we found all of them. I will be using the maintenance tunnel approach though, since there is a sentry bot inside we can remote hack. We could also check a mini turret inside as well, but the sentry bot should be enough. And if we wanted to make it even easier, we could have used trap rivets in front of the door to the warden's office. Just like that. He actually has quite a lot of health.
So long, kid. Thank you.
Sinclair is dead, Father. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you were close. When you're ready, take the key. Now, Father, I'm afraid that ending the lockdown means releasing all the prisoners. So please, be ready before you use that key on the override switch.
Lamb's attention seems to have drifted from my prisoners to her daughter. Guess she figures they're irredeemable. Now I got guys clamoring for the next fix of Adam, and I gotta pull teeth to squeeze any out of the good doctor. Guess I'm lucky the treatments kept them too weak to storm the tower, or they'd have my guts for garters.
I'm kind of bummed about Sinclair. I can't say we were particularly close, but that was no way to go. Even Fontaine at least died doing what he believed in.
Sinclair died a hero of the Rapture family, Delta. Was he a friend to you, or just a tool? Can you even grasp the difference?
That's rich coming from you, Lamb.
You have chosen Subject Delta over your mother, your people, and the duty of your birth. So be it. You believe this craft will carry Delta to safety, like a spoiled child with a new toy. I have no choice but to take it away.
Oh no. Mother's turned her attention to the lifeboat. We must go there, now!
Great, we have another crisis on our hands now. Let's go back to the docking platform. There are probably going to be newly spawned splicers between us and our goal, but I don't believe they'll be able to even slow us down. Before going back to the docking platform though, I think it's high time we switch out our research-related tonics. I actually should have removed the proud and demanding parent tonics right after we saved that last little sister. They are harvesting tonics, so since we're not harvesting anymore, they're not really useful. In their slots I'll place the deadly machines and handyman tonics. I will also remove the Keen Observer 2 tonic, but I'm not sure what I should replace it with. The Hardy Machines tonic is probably our best bet, but I am kind of curious how much health we're going to drain with the Drill Vampire tonic. This is probably a silly choice for our current build, but it's not like it matters much. We'll be easily able to finish the game as is, but if you're playing the game yourself, you probably should use the Hardy Machines instead. Okay, it's finally time to return to the docking platform. Another Alpha series down there. How many more are there? I mean, I feel like we've encountered more Alpha series than Brute Splicers. And I know I keep saying this, but they were supposed to have died once they've lost their bond with the little sisters. Anyways, let's move on.
Every moment tears Eleanor further from me, Delta. Soon, this father obsession will end her. You have left me without want. Before you die, I will take all that you hold dear. Sinclair is just another body in your way.
Sounds like Lamb is getting desperate. There's nothing she could do to stop us, and she knows it. We've dealt with the 2 Alpha series in the cafeteria, so it's just a short distance away to the docking platform. It's probably not going to be the end, so I'll try to hack these security bots. Nice, we have a full set of security bots now.
Father, use the plasmid. I can help.
I'm sure you can, Eleanor, but there's really no need. We've nearly reached the docking platform. We just need to go through this connecting corridor. Oh, actually, it's a little bit further than I thought. Here it is. What was that? Some kind of an explosion?
I was afraid of this. Mother has bombed out the ballast compressors, Father. The lifeboat will be too heavy to launch. Unless... Let me think. I think I can boil away the water and get the lifeboat to rise, but I can't generate that much heat alone. It's time to recruit the rest of Mother's little sisters. We're taking them with us. Head to the pediatric wards.
If there were little sisters left here, shouldn't we have been trying to rescue them anyway?
I won't let her take you from me again, Father. Hold on.
It kinda feels like Eleanor was ready to leave without them if she didn't need them. Thankfully, we do need them, so let's go save them. This place looks like it's in a pretty bad shape, probably due to all the explosions. Nice, a ball rolling all by itself in a world full of creepy kids with supernatural powers. At least we still have the lights on. Nothing interesting so far. Okay, intensive therapy, I understand,
Mother's people are
but...
starting to detonate the charges. We don't have long.
So yeah, intensive therapy is understandable, but what do they mean by recreational therapy? Are they having electroshocks just for fun there? Also, this place looks like a torture chamber. Oh, a lead-head splicer with a security bot. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, this is definitely a torture chamber. I'm kind of scared to hear this audio diary.
Name? Where am I? Name?
What the fuck did you do with my wife?
Name?
Let me out of this chair!
And let me just remind you, this is the infirmary. Okay, I see what they meant by recreational therapy. And we just killed Rapture's Picasso, I guess. Let's loot this guy, and of course we have another audio diary.
With this damn faulty memory of mine, I need to record a clue so I don't forget the key code. Brown legs, red mouths, blue arms, green eyes. Now to secure this log somewhere.
Well, the code is quite obvious. It's all in the paintings. 4 legs, 1 mouth, 4 arms, and 6 eyes. There we go. So there's quite a lot of ammo here and a safe as well. Nothing particularly useful, unfortunately. That's all for recreational therapy. Let's get out of here and check the other rooms as well. We're sure taking our sweet time reaching the little sisters, but there's thankfully no time limit. I hate it when the devs impose a time limit. Just leave me explore in peace, thank you very much. Voltage application button. Funny. It doesn't really do anything.
We're almost to the pediatric ward. I expect we'll be fighting our way inside.
Now that I think about it, why is there a pediatric ward in a prison? Maybe I shouldn't think about it. Let's check what's inside this room. Another audio diary, of course.
Hello, Mother. As you've always said, I shouldn't be allowed to wander the city in my condition. But without going outside, it's harder to hear much about the world, so I'm learning at home. This, I think, is our porcelain tea service in the style of Louis XV. Isn't that right? that's a fascinating sound. And this is called a stained glass window, handcrafted by your adoring flock. They've gone to a lot of trouble to capture your likeness, haven't they?
It is therapeutic to vent your anger, as I'm sure a psychologist like Dr. Lamb would agree. Okay, so this leads to the pediatric ward. Let's hack the vending machine before entering though. Okay, now how do we save the little sisters? Actually, where are the little sisters? Oh, I see it's an alpha series. He's dead, but I doubt he's the only one.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal. Push the call button on the window there, and then I'll proceed.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. I don't see any other splicers though, so have we cleared them perhaps? Enough with the sneaky turret placement. Someone's throwing explosives at us. I guess there are still more splicers we need to kill. Let's place a decoy over there. I probably shouldn't have repaired the turret a second time, but ah well. That turret is definitely not doing its job properly. I think we've killed all the splicers. Well, obviously there are more of them. Yeah, there's a brute splicer over there. He's probably the last one. Saving the best for last and all of that. Okay, now let's hack that hell station here. Oh, there are still more coming? How many are there? This time it's an alpha series. I believe we are finally done fighting. Yeah, here's the confirmation. Now where is that button Eleanor was talking about? This must be it. Okay, let's go ahead and press it. The little sisters are over there, just sleeping in their beds.
I'll wake the children up. They're stronger than they know. With their help, I should be able to boil off the water and get us all out of here. Go on ahead, Father. I'll free them as quickly as I can, just as you showed me.
And of course more splicers would have spawned. The guiding arrow is pointing the other way, but I don't think we've been in these rooms yet. Oh, this actually leads to a whole other section of the prison. The administration offices, more precisely. I doubt it would take too long, so let's check them out. Is this guy dead? Obviously not. Let's see what else we'll find here. Just some ammo and supplies and an audio diary.
Things aren't so rosy for Lamb's little collective farm down here, no matter how much influence she's got with the inmates. She keeps feeding Ryan more and more of her people for the Big Daddy program, in order to keep the rest of her flock alive. I think she's getting desperate. I ought to have Weir double the orderlies on all the major junctions.
I guess you should have tripled them, Sinclair. Damn, why is this door control so difficult to hack? Finally. Let's see what's so important in this room. This place is pretty much empty. There's just some ammo on the table and that's pretty much it, I guess. It really wasn't worth our effort hacking our way here. Okay, let's get out of here and check the rest of the administration offices. I don't see any splicers downstairs. Just some ammo, an Eve hypo and a remote hack dart so far. What else is there here? To be honest, we don't really need anything. I'm just looking for some more tonics and perhaps an audio diary. Well, there's the audio diary.
Need I remind you, Sinclair, that Lamb is your problem now. She's no longer a citizen of Rapture. That was the proviso. You wanted her expertise, and now you have it. Ryan Industries is your client, and we require test candidates from among your charges. The protectors are short-lived. Lamb would be a messiah, correct?
Well, sell a sacrifice to save the flock.
At this point, Ryan has gone full-on villain mode. I think we are done with the therapy wings, so let's get back to the docking platform and see if the little sisters will be able to help us escape. Hopefully we are not going to get ambushed by more splicers on the way.
You are not saving them, Delta. No matter how pure your intent. The surface is not paradise, but perdition. I would sooner see them drown.
That's not up to you, Lamb.
Look, Father, I know you may not have wanted a daughter, but love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice. I will be damned if I let Mother take you away from me again. The plasmid, Father. Just point the way and I'll help you fight.
Okay, that was better than expected. We didn't have to fight any splicers before going back to the docking platform. And there weren't even that many of them here. It looks like the little sisters in the therapy wing weren't all of them. There should be a pediatric ward in the infirmary as well. I'm guessing it has probably the same room layout as the therapy wing. We'll have to explore a few rooms and finally kill a few waves of splicers before Eleanor teleports the little sisters out of there.
Gone. We have to keep moving. If this building falls, we're all dead.
Just to reiterate, it might seem like it, but there's no time limit, so we don't have to worry about it and rush things. We can just casually explore the infirmary and pick up all items we need to, as well as kill all the splicers we find. There's a camera over there we can hack. And now we can check out the rest of this place. Nice, over there is the last upgrade station. How do we enter the room though? There's probably another way in, since I don't see a security console that could open the door. There's also a turret inside the pharmacy. It makes sense, of course, you don't want to leave the drugs unguarded. Okay, let's hack the health station and then the circus of values. There's another locked door here. I wonder if there's some kind of a switch that just opens all of these locked doors. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Okay, so the guiding arrow is pointing us towards Ward A. So this is probably how we enter the pharmacy. We'll first need to hack the machine gun turrets and then we'll search it thoroughly. It got damaged a bit by our sentry bots, but I don't believe we'll be needing it anyway. The question is there anything actually useful in the pharmacy? And the answer seems to be no. Well, whatever. Let's continue our journey through the infirmary. Can we enter this room?
Eleanor was to be a composite of all Rapture's genius. The first living utopian, serving the world at large with no regard for herself. To force consciousness on such a being is to tear its wings away. That was your gift to her, Delta. Just as she hoped. You must be very proud.
Honestly? Yes I am.
Delta was in top form today. The guards tried to make him take another dose of whatever the hell it is they're pumping into him, and he managed to take on all 4 of them at once. Snapping legs and arms, blood everywhere. They say one of the guys might not even wake up. I wish I could be that free.
Well, I can't say I consider myself free. And is any of us really truly free? So this room is Ward A, which obviously means there's at least a Ward B, possibly even a C and D. And I certainly hope they are at least a little bit more interesting.
Steady, Father. Don't let go now.
Our condition is not that great, but unlike when Fontaine activated Cold Yellow, Delta's suffering is just a visual effect. There's no gameplay change, no reduction to his health or diminishing of his abilities. Which is, kind of a missed opportunity. They could have at least made it somewhat intense for this last part of the game. Instead, we're now so powerful, I don't feel even a little bit of tension. But, well, it is what it is. So, the pediatric ward is to the left. And I think we've already seen this room. Okay, so in order to open the doors, we needed to press this button here. We'll do this now, just to open these shortcuts and make it quicker to go back to the docking platform when we are done here. Looks like we'll need to go up these stairs in order to reach the pediatric ward and the surgery. And over there is the quarantine area. Whatever that is. Anything interesting below the staircase? Just a first aid kit and some ammo. Okay, before going up the stairs, let's check out the quarantine area. Someone triggered the alarm, but I'm not sure which camera it was. Okay, there's a turret over there. And it was actually a rocket turret. We barely managed to dodge it. There's a health station over there, and why did the lamps turn off? We haven't really had any jump scares so far, but this is certainly a good place for one. There's an Alpha series over there, and what does this button do? Open the cells, it seems. Yeah, like I've said before, we are way too overpowered. Let's check out their cells, and then we'll be back on our way to the pediatric ward. Yeah, as I thought, there's nothing interesting here, so let's get out of this place. Well, this is it for today's episode. Thank you for spending your time with me, and if you have enjoyed it, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It will really help me a lot. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions, I would love to hear from you. Take care, and until next time.